Steve, let's talk about Alexander Wells and that debut yesterday. What is the organization like about Alexander and what he brings?
He's fearless is a word I've heard on the farm many times, Brett, in that we know he doesn't throw with a lot of velocity. He's throwing 90 miles an hour, 91, but he's not afraid to pitch inside. He's not afraid to elevate if he thinks that is what he needs. He's got good secondaries, the good changeup. The curveball was really good yesterday, got a couple of swings and misses, and he just attacks hitters. And it's great to see a player that I started interviewing not long after they signed him as an international signing in 2015 out of Australia, rise through the ranks, 2017 minor league pitcher of the year when he had an amazing run of he walked 10 batters all year, none in his last 68 innings. Can you believe that? And he continued to show good control and command through the system. An oblique injury slowed him early this year, and his stats weren't great. First few starts at AAA, then he got it going. And it was exciting to see him finally make his major league debut yesterday. And so he did well. Fun to watch.
Well, Grayson Rodriguez, who throws a little differently than Alexander Wells, he's going to bring the high heat, and he's going to dominate. And that's what he did yesterday. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs. He's had a season full of great outings. Perhaps, Steve, this was his best yesterday in AA Bowie.
Speaking of fun to watch, wow, what another great outing for Grayson. And Brett, he's made 10 starts between Aberdeen and Bowie. He's allowed 1 run or 0 in 8 of them. His season high for runs allowed is 2. If you get 2 off them, you've done as well as anybody has all year. 1.82 ERA at Bowie, a 1.69 ERA over 10 starts with a 0.75 whip, 76 strikeouts in 48 innings. I mean, he's checking every box. He's touching 100. He's showing good secondaries. He works so hard at his craft. He's being caught by Adley Rutschman, so what a great pairing. Another big crowd in Bowie to watch it last night. It's becoming, can't miss day in Bowie. Go see Grayson on the mound.
Unfortunately for Adley, he keeps needing to get new catcher's mitts after Grayson Rodriguez pitches. In Aberdeen, you have an interesting trio. You have Jordan Westburg, who had a grand slam last night. You have Gunnar Henderson, who's just 19 years of age. And then this is a really intriguing guy. First baseman J.D. Mundy, who was not drafted last year in the shortened 6-round draft, but was signed as a free agent. And he's already in high A ball, Steve, and he's been crushing it.
He has been crushing it. He's hit 8 homers out of the 12 he's hit this year at Aberdeen at the higher level. He moved up and he kept hitting. And so what a trio there in Aberdeen to watch right now, Brett. Mundy leads all Oriole minor leaguers in OPS, by the way, 1.039, and homers, and second in RBIs. If you basically take that trio and Adley and you get the top 4, like at OPS in the minors, the top 4 in RBIs, I mean, that foursome has been the top 4 hitters on the farm this year, and they're together in Aberdeen. When they began the year together in Delmarva, they averaged 7.5 runs a game in May, the Shorebirds. So I expect we're going to see Aberdeen putting up some big offense pretty soon. Jordan Westburg hit a grand slam to left field last night. Mundy, as you said, is an interesting guy. The Orioles essentially had to recruit him, Brett, because after the draft last year, just 5 rounds, as you said, any team could sign him for a low dollar amount. That was the rules last year. And the Mariners wanted him, the Yankees wanted him, and so did the Orioles. Those were the 3 teams that he told me this week in an interview in Aberdeen went after him the most, and the Orioles won out. And now he's leading their organization in home runs.
And Jordan Westburg has to be thrilled. He hit a grand slam last night, and his Mississippi State team won on a walk-off to advance to the College World Series final. Steve, overall, when you look at the winning percentages we saw in the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, particularly for Aberdeen, Bowie, and Delmarva, no way to keep that up. But overall, the winning baseball we've seen in the minor leagues this year.
It's been good. And you know what, Brett? A lot of people look at Norfolk's losing record, but they've got a winning record, like 15-11, something like that over their last 26 or 7. So they've been playing pretty good ball, too. Bowie had hit a little bit of a stretch where they lost a few, and they ended that last night. Aberdeen, as you said, a winner. The organization, by the way, last night went 4-0, another organization-wide sweep on the farm. So it's good, Brett. I think you build a winning culture there, and you try to bring it here, as they say. And a couple people have pointed out to me in baseball, teams that rebuilt, their organization all the way to winning the World Series. The Cubs and Houston are two examples. They were winning on the farm before they were winning in the big leagues. And this wave of kids and homegrown products that helped them kind of went up through the ranks as winners. And I think that's what they're trying to do right now here in Birdland.